Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. The pick a card I'm doing today is all about what is the family tea on you. So today I've done a bit of a pre-shuffle. I will be pulling more cards as I go. So I just wanted to take a moment here. The holiday season has arrived, and in America, we're celebrating Thanksgiving, even though this is a timeless reading. Me personally, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the classical sense. I take this time to honor my ancestors, as I am of indigenous descent in America. So I take this time to honor my ancestors and to honor all of those who have been really giving and really have been there for me in my life in the last year. So I want to give a big thank you to all of you who have supported my channel, those of you who are watching. I am truly grateful for your presence and all you've given to me. So thank you. Thank you for being here during a very difficult time. The last year has been just so hard, and at some point I want to talk about it, but that isn't the point of this video. So big thank you, big soul hug to all of you guys. I deeply appreciate you. So now, with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each of the psychic linking objects up close so you can get a better vibe of each group. And if you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy, and silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking.
Hey, group one, all of you baddies who selected the vampires. This is going to be your reading all about what is the family tea on you. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, now I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity. And at the end of this session, I will be getting letters, initials, and charms, and we'll be getting more details about this situation. So let's get into it and see what came out in this pre-shuffle. We have denial and we have obsession. Okay. All right. I want to get these two cards here. We have trickster and we have mother. Okay. So I'm feeling like mother-in-law vibes. Could be an auntie, could be an in-law, like a sister-in-law or someone. It doesn't necessarily mean their gender is feminine, but they're heavily in their feminine energy. Okay, but it does feel like for a lot of you, this is a mother or a mother-in-law or someone who serves as that kind of energy. Okay, let's look at these cards right here. We have long hair, light hair. Maybe you have long hair or you have light hair or you have both. Just take what resonates here and leave what doesn't connect with you. Okay, use your discernment. We have plays with people's emotions. F person. Okay, I'm really drawn to the plays with people's emotions here. Okay, we have doesn't really know you, stranger danger. Okay, yeah, but I feel like this person thinks they know you. Okay, they act like they know you. They feel like they know you, but the truth is they don't. We have cursing, hex. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting kind of energy. Okay, let me look at these black cards here. We have podcast, blah, blah, blah. Okay, when I see this, I'm thinking, they're definitely talking about you. We have bitch. Ooh, okay, we have empath. I feel like this is your energy. Oop, let me move. Let me move you guys a little bit. Okay, I moved the camera a little bit so you guys could see the cards a little bit better. And we have empath here. I feel like empath is your energy. You may be empathic or psychic or just have a good gut feeling of people. And oh, we have another one of these cards. We have Gemini or hater. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm also feeling two-faced energy, like someone who's two-faced. We have suspicion. Ah, okay, let's get into these toxic cards. We have the Wolf of Wall Street. They use money and power to get what they want, holds things over others, and manipulates people into loving them. If that's not the most hateful energy, manipulates people into loving them. Ooh, that's nasty. That is nasty energy. Hot and cold makes others walk on eggshells due to their inconsistent behavior and reactions. Hot-headed, um, they may be an air sign here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Listen, I'm a Libra, and I'm going to tell you something. Libras, when they're triggered, they can be very volatile. People don't know this about Libra, but Libras can be very volatile. And, I'm sure I'll get people in the comments who are offended by that. And every sign out of balance has negative traits, okay? So, and I feel like this person's extremely manipulative, and they can be very, I'm feeling like somebody who like uses emotion to manipulate, like crying or woe is me or a martyr complex or gives to get. We have melodramatic. There we go. Melodramatic makes a mountain out of a molehill and lays on the blame thick, makes their issues worse than others. Wow. So they're very much attention seeking. We have promiscuous, sleeps around, a hoe, free for all, sleeps with your man. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is judgment energy. I'm feeling like this person is very judgmental. Now, for some of you, they literally tell people this, that you're like a hoe. Okay, like you sleep around, they're judging how you look, you're easy, those kind of things. They literally say that. And if this is like an in-law situation, they think that you're not good enough for the person you're married to. Like you're beneath them or something. It's extremely, and the thing is, I think for some of you, they hide this to your face and they say these things behind your back. And you have a feeling or you outright know this and you kind of play the game to kind of like keep the peace. We have red lipstick stains, evidence of cheating. I feel like for some of you, they feel like they've caught you in some kind of way, like you're flirtatious with like I'm hearing like brothers or friends in front of them, like I've seen this, like they tell people they've seen you flirting or they've seen you've they've seen you be inappropriate. Like, how could you not be flirting with your low cut shirts? Or how can you not be flirting with your tight jeans? Or how can you not be flirting? Like, you know that you're causing attention to yourself. We have attracting, exactly. Like, you're doing it on purpose. I hear like, you're doing it on purpose. You're doing this shit on purpose. You know exactly what you're doing. And I feel like this person comes across as like mother energy. Now, for some of you, this is like not a matriarch. This is like someone in the family who's acting like they're being protective, but they're actually just someone who's a nosy Nelly, who literally doesn't have enough going on in their own life. You know, that kind of energy. I feel like some of you may be relatively new to this situation, and it's almost like this person is going after you in this kind of gossipy way because you're new to the family or you're new to the situation. And I got to tell you, if you have an online presence, this person is absolutely watching you online and judging you for every minute of it, okay? Now, I feel like this person enjoys drama. They enjoy kicking up any kind of issues they can with this trickster energy. And I feel like you know, if you're new to the family, if you're like, I'm hearing marriage and that kind of thing, I feel like this is coming forward because your spirit guides, your ancestors, whatever you work with, your God forms, want you to know that this is an ongoing issue. Okay. And it seems to be something that's triggered by coupleship, like long term couples getting together in the family. And I feel like for some of you, it's out of jealousy. Like this person has a lot of jealousy going on. We have hater and hex and trickster. And I just feel like for some of you, this person on the down low does some kind of crafting. They do some kind of witchcraft, okay? They may not out and out call it that. And I'm getting people who pray against the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like they pray against evil because they feel like you may be evil. Like you may have this spirit, this spirit of promiscuity or something like that. Like they may be actively praying against this union because they feel like you are misaligned or something like that. So it just feels like this person, like I feel like they're on their high horse, like they think they're better. And for some of you, it has to do with religion. We have the Tower. We have the Three of Swords. Ooh. Come on, tell me about it. Come on. This. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Man, they are talking some shit. They are talking major shit. Now, for some of you, they really would like y'all to break up. They would like to make you guys break up. Like they would love to make this scenario happen. And if they can, they will. Like this person would be better off without you. For some of you, they're talking about your history, what they know of it. Be careful. Listen, be careful what you post online. Be careful what you tell people in this family in general, because I feel like a lot of them talk to this person. Like this is a major person in the family, and a lot of people trust them, okay? But don't spill your guts to this person. Don't be too forthcoming, okay? It's almost like, it feels weird, but it feels like you almost got to make your bones with this person before. It's almost like a jump in situation, like you're getting jumped into this family or something. And the truth is, they don't really know you, and they're judging you on your past. They're judging you on the way you act. They're judging you on how you look. Okay. They really do not want this union. They don't approve of it. And they're judging your past. Whatever you've shared about your past, I'm getting like a very strong hit on this. They fear that you're going to repeat it with this person, okay? And they absolutely think that you could cheat, okay? Now, for some of you, I'm picking up now, so use your discernment, okay? But for some of you, this heartbreak, they think you were the cheater, okay, in a past relationship, and maybe you were. There's no judgment here. And they think because you have been a cheater in the past, you're going to be a cheater in the future. The past, dictates the future kind of thing. And I'm hearing like aunties or in-laws or something like this, or your family talking about how come, you can't pick better partners. How come you always pick no good SOBs kind of thing? Like it gets pretty nasty what I'm hearing. Lots of judgment. This person's a bitch. Okay. They're just a bitch. And I feel like a lot of you may not realize how nasty this energy gets. Okay. And it's sad that this goes on in families, because I feel like for a lot of you, you are getting over this heartbreak, because I feel like you've had this heartbreak. Okay. This is you recovering and moving on from a serious heartbreak. Okay. Serious, Like this tower moment feels very painful, okay? And I feel like you've had to, the Three of Swords is no joke. And then you got the Three of Swords with the Tower. So you had foundational things happen. It feels like for some of you, it may have been a divorce. And for some of you, this is family talking about your divorce. And they don't like how you've changed with this change card up here. Well, it's denial and obsession. I feel change, though. Where am I getting the change? Tell me about the change I'm feeling. They don't like how you've changed. There it is, change. Okay, obsession. And it's not change, but it's CHANGE. So I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I'm getting change. And they don't like it. They're suspicious of it. Some people think you've changed too much because of what happened, and it did change you because this is massive heartbreak. Someone really ripped your heart out. And it's taken a lot for you to get where you are, okay? The Devil. Some of you guys have had to overcome some kind of major obstacle or addiction to get where you are. And the thing is that these people don't like you healed. They don't like the healed you, okay? Because the healed you isn't going to stand for this trickster mother type energy. This trickster feminine energy that is hateful and sending you hex energy, be it through the craft or just this concentrated gossipy, focusing on negative energy, and really sitting in judgment of you. Some of you guys have gone through a glow up and they don't like it. They don't like how you look. They don't like how you present. Some of you guys have turned your back on something traditional, maybe your religion or just the way you look. There's a lot of focus on appearance here. So I feel like this motherish energy that I'm picking up on is all about appearances, and you don't fit the criteria anymore, and they don't like it. I'm feeling like someone's angry here. We have the Six of Cups and Justice. And see, the thing is that I feel like you're moving forward into this healing energy with the Six of Cups. Lots of healing, lots of hope. And the thing is that sometimes our justice, put this card right here, sometimes our justice reveals the people in our lives that need to go, that no longer vibe with us. And I feel like for you, you're seeing that in your family. You're seeing the people in your family who no longer vibe with you. And the truth is they never did. I don't think this person was ever on your side. I don't think this person knows what that means. I don't think they know how to really be on anyone's side. Okay? But they're stirring up some issues for you guys. And I feel like Spirit is revealing this person because they're a troublemaker. And I feel like some of you guys are already suspicious of this person. And your journey really is about justice. Getting the justice you deserve in your life. Getting clarity on where you should go. Some of you guys may have casted some kind of justice spell or been praying for justice and clarity after this Tower and this Three of Swords. You're doing a major healing right now. And it's sad that these family members do not vibe with the healed you. It's very sad because for some of you, this is just a manifestation of who can't come with you on the next leg of your journey. And sadly, for many of us, that's going to be part of our family. The thing that we're chained to in this card, the thing that binds us a lot of times and holds us down is the toxicity within our family. And a lot of times it's revealed when we are starting to really heal ourselves and we're doing better, and perhaps you've found love and you're introducing them to your family, or you're glowing up, you're shining, and no one claps for you. And instead of clapping, they judge you. They judge what you're doing. They say things like, "Oh, you're so vain. When did you become so vain? When did you think you could dress like that? Who do you think you are? You think you can just go back to college like that? Like, you're spending so much money. You're so self-involved. You know, you think you're just a snowflake now. You get a lot of hateful remarks from people when you prioritize yourself over them. Because I feel like for some of you, that's what you've done. And they literally think you've become a bitch and they can't shut up about it. And the truth is that you are feeling your way through a major healing while this person really does try to act like they know you and they're like, this isn't the real you. This isn't the real you. They're very suspicious of like any moves you make. And boy, they are deep in judgment of you. So again, I'm getting from spirit that it's very important that you guard your tongue around this person. Okay. And generally around your family. I feel like your family, it's one of those situations where your family, and I feel like if this resonates for you, you know, your family is being a little fake with you because of the changes you made. Okay? If you haven't made changes, then this may not resonate for you. All right? Let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group one, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. Okay, we have IEATNXJAYUTV. Now with eat here, I'm thinking about like you may be seeing them at like Thanksgiving or some kind of family holiday where you get together and share a meal. Okay. We have J here. So J may be meaningful, or I'm seeing blue jays as well, birds. I can't ignore the fact that we have this skull here. As you can see, I have this skull as well. So, and I'm feeling like this feels like there's a spiritual presence around you. Um, and I'm feeling like you have this is ancestor presence, okay? We have because I have a shell here, and I feel like there's spirit communication, another shell here as well. There's spirit communication coming in for you with the crab here. You may be it feels feminine, it feels like grandmother energy. And it feels like because you're having issues with a feminine energy around you, there's like a grandmother spirit or a feminine energy that's passed over. It could be a spirit guide for some of you, but for a lot of you, it feels like an energy that's passed over that wants to come in and help you deal with this. Help you not get ensnared by this person's web. We have two spider webs here. And also we have a bat. You may be drawn to the bat section as well. So if you are, this is just a sign for you. And I feel like it's very important that you don't get stuck in whatever trap this person may be laying for you verbally. Okay. I'm hearing like verbal traps. So I feel like this person may be trying to back you in a verbal corner. So it's best just to not engage into any kind of deep conversation with this person. Also, we have the fourth here. So something about the fourth for some of you. So it may have been around, like if you live in America, we have a holiday around the 4th of July. Also, we have a pumpkin here. Now, pumpkins for me are about harvest. Also, could be about Thanksgiving or Halloween or something like that. Again, around a family meal or get together. I feel like you just really need to watch what you say, not just to this person, but for other people, because I do feel like there may be other people involved who are listening. And it's not necessarily that they are bad people or people who are in with this person, but it's almost like they may mention something in casual conversation that can be used by this person in a negative way. I don't feel like everyone has negative intentions, but it's like this person will be able to take like a morsel of something and twist it. So just be very strong about your boundaries. And with all this water energy I'm feeling, it's really important to pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to your psychic hits you get. That empathy that you guys have, that empathic ability that many of you have, pay attention to it, okay? But do not take on these people's energy. Be sure you clear your energy when you leave. Clear your energy before you go, okay? Pay attention to how people make you feel, all right? But clear your energy when you leave from this place, leave their presence, okay? It's really going to help you get clarity about the situation. All right. Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you, beautiful, magical baddies, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected this cute little bat, this is going to be your reading all about what is a family tea on you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity, and at the end of this group, I will be getting letters, initials, and charms, and we'll be finding out more about this situation, so more details. So let's get into the pre-shuffle and see what came out. We have mentor, we have martyr. Oh my, okay, all right. We have Aradia, defense, Medusa, appearance. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Health. Let's get these. We have jealous, love and gaslight, red flag. Oh, we'll do that in a minute. We have dreams and the woods. We have feminine energy, driving, carpool, movement, speed demon. Mystery house, haunted, tortured souls. Oh my. We have succubus, dark feminine energy user. We have storyteller, intrigue, fascination. Psychic, tarot readings, future predictions, vision board. And we have karaoke, singing, dancing, music playing. Okay, all right, let me move these around just a bit to get this energy. Okay, well, I feel like you have some people who are like bragging about you. It feels like, you know, there's someone very proud of you. I feel like with this health here, there's been some healing going on. And I feel like for some of you, like this is literally family, but for some of you, it may not be blood relation. Okay, it may just be someone who is like family, who is bragging about you and saying, you know, they've come so far. I'm so proud of them. Like they've been through so much. They really overcome a lot with the succubus energy. You know, you might have been in a situation where you were in a very codependent, really toxic relationship and you overcame so much, and it probably affected your health at some point, and you were able to kind of rise out of that, and they watched you do this and they're really proud of you. There was a lot of torment in this situation. It was very dark. With the woods here, which is the Blair Witch, I feel like you were stuck in patterns, like patterns of that you repeated. And this was extremely difficult to get out of. It took a level of self-mastery here. And I feel like a lot of you, you know, this could have taken years, and it may be something you're still working on. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it was very healing, but it's been very slow moving. It's taken a lot of time. It's taken a lot of effort. There have been times that you probably have tried to kind of like leap through it, move quicker, and it was like, nope, you're going to have to take your time with this one. You're going to have to slow down. You're going to have to like experience it. You know, you're going to have to move through it as you will. Okay. And I feel like this person watched you. Now, they could literally be blood relation, and they could be just, like I said, someone who is close to you, like family, okay? Because not all family shares your DNA, your physical DNA. They share like your spiritual DNA, if you will, okay? I'm going to take this bottom one. We have the magician. Yeah. And I feel like, we have the tarot cards here. Um, I feel like you're very gifted. I want to use the word gifted. And for some of you, I use this term often, but I don't use it lightly. Okay. I just think I have a lot of people who are this, who find my channel. Okay. And I feel like you're a generational, like, curse breaker, pattern breaker. I think you're different. You are not like the rest. Okay. And you didn't come and incarnate in this lifetime just to kind of like do life. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but you came in here to make a major impact. And the first place you started with is yourself and your family, your generations, because you know on a deeper level that the generational work you do within your own bloodline affects the collective. Like, you understand that what you do within your own heart, within your own soul, will have ripple effects within the collective. And that's why you've worked so hard on what you've been doing. And you have absolutely gotten the runaround. Like, it has not been easy. It's been extremely difficult. And I feel like this person has watched you and they're so proud of you. I feel like you've had to overcome so much. Now, I do feel another energy with martyr, okay? I do feel like there are people who think you're being a martyr. They think that you're exaggerating, and I got to tell you before I continue, when you have been traumatized, when you have been in toxic family situations and you are getting healed, I know for most of you this isn't a surprise. Like, of course, the people who were involved in traumatizing you, the people who were involved in abusing you, are going to have a nasty attitude about you being healed, because they're not in a place where they can accept their part in what happened, okay? I'm not saying that you're completely innocent or you're guilty. I'm not putting any kind of label on you. We all do toxic things, okay? Sometimes to survive, all right? There's absolutely zero judgment, okay? But what I'm speaking on now is the people who are saying, like, you're blowing it out of proportion, those kind of things, because they aren't willing to look at their own wrongdoing. They're not willing to take responsibility. So instead of doing that, they judge you for stepping up and taking responsibility for your own pain, for your own actions, and holding yourself accountable, because that's what you've done. You've looked into your own red flags. You've looked into your own shitty behavior. Let's just be honest. And it wasn't easy. Some of you guys have had to overcome addiction. You've had health problems that were just unbearable. Lots of pain here. Like, tormented, tortured souls. And I feel like a lot of you have leaned into your strengths with the magician. It's as if spirit has guided you and has said, yes, you have much stacked against you. Yes, you do. Like, your foundation is cracked as fuck. But look, when you came in to this life, you were given these gifts. And for some of you, it is an extremely intense connection with spirit or certain spirits. It's some kind of gift or ability that you gained in a past life or you came in with. It could be an awareness. It could be something that you can do for money. It could be how you can read people. It can be healing abilities. It's different for different people. It can be very creative. Okay. And everything you've been doing has really been helping you get more connected to these abilities, because once you have completely risen, and I'm not saying these issues you've been healing won't be issues again. We're constantly healing, like we're constantly changing. That's part of life. If you're not changing and growing, you're stagnating, and stagnation isn't good for your vital energy, okay? Breaks are good. Taking a break, receiving That's movement, okay? Being in receptive energy is movement, all right? But we continue to kind of move on our journey, go forward, all right? Um, and I feel like part of your movement and growth is moving into this area where you begin to really grow and nurture your gifts and abilities because you're moving past a lot of this. You're letting a lot of this go. And like I said, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be revisited. It doesn't mean you don't have issues with it, but it's not going to hold center stage in your life anymore. It's just going to be another thing and a list of things in your life that you deal with, if that makes any sense. Okay. And you have one, for some of you, it's a group of people. For some of you, it's one person who's extremely proud of you. Okay. And they see you. They see the truth of you more and more every day, and they're just impressed. And then you have the energy that is still very much in toxicity, and they're very threatened. They're jealous. They're afraid. They're afraid of your strength. They see you going for your dreams. They see you really aligning in a very strong way. For some of you guys with this health card and appearance, you are literally changing the way you look. Like your frequency is changing, and so your skin is glowing. Like literally, your eyes are clearer. You're becoming a more beautiful version of yourself. Not that you weren't attractive before, but now it's just like you're ringing crystal clear, and people can see it. And for some of them, they're growing very jealous. They want that too, but they aren't willing to do the work. They aren't willing to do what they need to do. Now, we have this intrigue and fascination card. And I feel like you're just pulling in more attention on you. Some people are impressed with you, and I feel like that's growing. That's a growing energy. And as that energy continues to grow, I feel like this martyr energy, this energy around you judging, will probably grow more intense. Okay? It's not going to go away. I feel like it's going to get worse. The more you shine, the more that this energy is going to judge you. And I feel like you just need to get comfortable with it. They are not going to listen, if you are seeking closure on trauma from the past, understand that this person and you are generations apart. Okay? They are in a totally different universe than you. So if you're hoping for them to get healed real quick, you need to focus your energy elsewhere. Okay? They are on their own journey, and you have to let that kind of play out. Okay? People will do what they'll do. The only thing you need to focus on is yourself and your journey. Okay? And let them be what they're going to be. Okay? And they're going to, they may say some ugly things. They may do some ugly things. Don't allow that to distract you from your journey, from your path. Okay? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles here. We have the Empress. Yes. And we have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so I feel like a lot of them think you're lying. Okay, you're lying about something. You haven't really done the work. They tell people, like, as far as like your trauma goes, you're lying. Like they're never going to cop to it. They're never going to accept responsibility for the shit they did, honey. I'm sorry. But as someone who's experienced trauma and some horrible things, I let that go. You have to let go the fact that your abuser, the person who neglected you, they will never admit to what they did. It's It's very rare that someone who abuses or mistreats you or neglects you cops to it, okay? Admits to it. It's extremely rare. That's not the kind of closure you're probably going to get, okay? And if you can just sit with that and allow that to be part of your closure, okay? They're never going to cop to it. They're never going to admit it. And that's just going to have to be enough for me right now. And relieve yourself of that pressure. Relieve yourself of that need. And understand that your closure may lie elsewhere. It allows you to move on because you and I both know that they're lying. That they're lying about you lying. They're lying about the denial. They're lying about the defense. They're being defensive. They're lying. And I got to tell you, there are people who know this. They know they're lying. You are in this super intense healing energy. You have risen above so many things. Your life is a testimony to what you've been through. It's kind of hard to look at your life and not say something didn't happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And the people that believe this person, they got issues. They got issues, right? And at some point, you have to settle in with that and just understand that this family situation is toxic as fuck. It still is. You may be healed and you may be on a healing journey, but not all of them are. And they may not be for a very long time. And they're going to lie and talk on this Empress energy. Okay? They're going to lie and talk on it. And there's a lot of good things in these cards for you. A lot. But this energy is always going to try to undermine the Empress. I think some of you guys really want some kind of closure. You want some kind of validation. You want people to admit they're wrong or something like that. And it's not going to happen anytime soon. You're not going to get that apology. You're not going to get that I'm sorry. You're going to get what you have normally gotten, which is gaslighting or completely ignoring what happened. You know how families have something happen like that's very tragic and we all just like forget it happened. We're all going to act like it didn't happen. And we're going to fake being a happy-go-lucky kind of thing. And I think for you, you've been living in that moment of what happened. You've been dealing with the consequences of what happened your whole fucking life. You have paid for quote unquote crimes and sins that you did not commit. They were committed against you. Violations of your will, if you will. And it's time for you to let yourself off the hook. Okay? You've done your time. You're healing and you're moving forward. Release the need for validation, justification from family. It will create such a space in your life for good things. Because in a way, that's kind of like still giving them power over you. When you can say, you know what, I don't need that from you. I'm never going to get it. You're never going to admit to this. And even if you did, it's not as satisfying as you might think. Because deep down you already know the truth and this person does too. I feel like this Empress doesn't realize, but there's a lot of like success manifesting for you. There's a lot of happiness. And I understand Pentacles are so slow, y'all. They are slow, but they're stable and they're steady. So what you have manifesting in your future is a lot of stability, and it's emotional stability. I'm feeling not just like financial stability, but emotional stability. People you can count on. I feel like some of you are manifesting like real family, like people who you will be there for you. They'll understand you. I think people who may, they may give you a whole different perspective on what family is. Tell me about this energy I'm feeling with the Empress. How the Empress, I feel like you're drawing people to you, the right people now. It's almost like you had to go through some very deep healing to get to the place where now you're drawing like good people in your life, like family like people in your life? Because I feel like there was a time where you drew very toxic people, very broken people in your life, and now it's a lighter frequency. Okay, no reversals. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups, and we have the Hierophant. Okay. So, I'm feeling like in your work, there's going to be a lot of new connections. I also feel like this is more people coming into your life, recognizing all the work you've done. Okay. And these are people, like I said, who are going to understand you. And let me tell you something. These Three of Cups people, these good, healthy, abundant connections, aren't going to let a Seven of Swords situation, like people who are out for you, who are undermining you, who would hurt you, they're not going to let those people like get to you. They're going to be very protective. I'm feeling like a very protective energy. You may never have experienced people in your life who are protective of you. They're going to be very emotionally protective, very physically protective. And it may be weird for you. Okay. But I feel like healthy opportunities, healthy people. And I feel like your work, there's something, because we have all these pentacles here, and I feel like Spirit wants you to know that while all this is going on, while you've been doing all this intense work, I feel like there is an energy coming for you that you may not feel that is going to manifest something very powerful in your work. And it feels related to money and opportunity. Okay, so it's almost like because of the work you've done, the universe has something special for you. And so it's like I'm seeing like a gift, like a present, like a special present, a special validation, or a special like one-time gift from the universe that the universe wants to say, you made it through. You made it through this. Okay. And this is your special accommodation or whatever, or reward from the universe for making it through. So if you're feeling very, beat up and broken because of all the work you've done, and because, you have this weirdness within your family, know that something good's coming. And for many of you, it's going to be related to new connections, like people who are going to be like family, someone special who's going to feel like family. It could be a new best friend. For some of you, this is work related. It could be money. It could be opportunity. It's very general here because I feel like it's a lot of different things for different people depending on your situation and depending on where your focus is. I would say where your care has gone, where you've placed your care, is where the gift will manifest. All right. Okay, let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group two, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, these could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. We have LPKTDMGYOJUF. All right, you guys, you got lots of charms here. We have the ancestor charm that came out. So I feel like you have a lot of support from ancestors because you are breaking a lot of generational like curses or patterns of behavior, things that have, ran through generational bloodlines. I feel like a lot of you guys may have had like addiction problems, neglect, things like that. Because we have the devil here. So there's been a lot of energy like binding or tied to levels of behavior. I'm hearing like poverty as well. Poverty can be very difficult to come out of because it kind of takes over. It's kind of a spirit all its own. Once you have lived in it and you've seen its effects and how absolutely wicked it can be, and it gets into your head, and it can be very difficult to escape from. And I feel like you're making it out of that mindset. You're making it out of that lack mentality, which is very hard when that's what you see in your life right now. That's what we're seeing in the world. A lot of people are suffering, and the economy is tough, regardless of what they say, right? Things are tough. There's a lot of people living in cars and going without. And I feel like for a lot of you, we have another tarot card here. And we have a cameo. I feel like for you, your psychic ability is going to help guide you out of whatever financial situation you're in. I think you need to really pay attention. My crown just opened up. You need to really pay attention to where you're guided, okay? Because there is some kind of work or financial reward that your ancestors, your guides, ancestors especially, are trying to line up for you, okay? Some of you guys, if you don't have like a wealth altar or a wealth bowl or a money altar, a money bowl or something like that, this won't hit for all of you, okay? But if it does, look into it, research it, okay? Make it a point of focus, a point of manifestation. Sometimes it's helpful to have a vision board or a wealth bowl or a wealth plate or a money bowl, money plate, a money box, a money altar, whatever you need, just to have a focus of positivity. Even if you're not like in the craft or whatever, it just helps to have a place to flow your positivity into, especially if you've lived your life in kind of poverty or lack mindset. It helps to give a positive focus for, a place where you can go and dream about money and start to have a positive conversation about money. So I'm getting from ancestors to kind of like really have positive moments with money, like sit and have a positive interaction with money. Dream about what you want to do with money. What could you do with money? If you won the lottery, what would you do? Some of you guys, I'm getting, get a box. It doesn't have to be expensive, just a box, and get a piece of paper and write out, if I won the lottery, what would you do with it? And put it in the box. And hold that box and think about it. It's an exercise in having positive thoughts about the money. Don't don't immediately think, oh, I'm never going to win the lottery. This isn't about you manifesting winning the lottery, okay? This is about you manifesting very dreamy, positive thoughts about money, okay? It doesn't have to be winning the lottery. It could be like receiving a big check or whatever, okay? It really is about putting a place of focus where you can have a positive interactions with money, because I feel like some of you guys really need that. Because of all you have experienced is the lack of money, there's a need to kind of balance the scales where you understand that money is a tool. It's a tool, okay? And it can be used for good or bad. And it's not evil, it's not wicked, it's just a tool. All right. And we can use it to help others. We can use it to help ourselves. It can bring us a lot of good things. It's not a bad instrument in itself. It's how it's used. It's how it's kept away from people. That is, it's the intention of how money's used that makes it such a, it can be such a, an edge of negativity. So we have to kind of remove those generational thoughts about, how we have to hold on to money. There's strength in knowing the flow of money. Some of you guys need to understand the flow of money, that wisdom is knowing when to spend it and when to save it. And that's part of getting into the positive energy of money, of knowing what to hold on to and what to let go. And so when you begin to have a good positive interaction with money, like the little box where you write the, what would I spend my money on if I won the lottery, and you put it in a little box and you kind of hold the box and you kind of start thinking about it, and every time you have some negative interactions with money, you go to the box and you kind of think about it and you kind of start building this relationship with money that's more positive. Then it's as if spirit starts to show you the value of money and the flow of money and how you can get into the flow of money. And listen, it takes time to heal these kind of things. It takes a lot of patience. And at some point, you kind of have to let go and start receiving from the universe. So it's a whole process. But I feel like for you guys, some of you guys are manifesting a specific gift from the universe. It could be a job, it could be a promotion, it could be some pivot you're about to do, some road that's opened. But I feel like whatever it is, it's going to be very validating for you. It's going to be a moment of clarity that yes, things are actually going to be going very well for you. All right. And you're going to get validated in that. So, all right, group two, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group three, all of you that selected the Black Skull. This is going to be your reading all about what is the family T on you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity. I gotta find a place for the skull. And at the end of the session, I will be getting letters, initials, and charms. So we'll find out more details about the situation. All right, so let's get into it and we'll find out what's going on with the T on you, the family T. We have Knight and we have Rebel. Okay. And what are these? We have Oya, I hope I pronounced that right. Deliverance, and we have Fortuna, Fate. Ooh, okay. All right. We have a lot of toxic cards here. Oh my. Let's get into these. We have Inception. They twist people's words and creates another story to fit their own narrative. Ooh, okay. All about me, or about me, the non-giver, holds back emotions and affection in order to have the upper hand. They simply do not have empathy. Ooh. Not so pretty Ricky. They think they are cute and still have it going on, but they ugly as hell, energetically and physically. On to the next. Has a backup bay in their side pocket when and if things fall apart during their current escapade. The devil's advocate, trapped in their addictions and is attracted to others due to their own addictions. Birds of a feather flock together. Ain't that the truth, you guys? So true. The Oracle. Trauma bond. Black square. Triggered. Ooh. You triggered somebody. Okay, let's get into all these. We got a lot of these. Okay, we have Aries, harmful. Gossip, talks trash. Okay, so this person's talking about you for sure. Hating the glow up, big changes. Spell casting, magical, and mysterious. Turning them against you, fighting is my forte. Okay. Fake, loud. They just really don't like you. Okay, they just flat out don't like you. Highly favored, non-traditional. Passive aggressive, joker. We have Earth. Okay, you may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have grief. We have trap. Okay, so I just got to tell you, whoever this is, this bitch don't like you one bit. They don't like you. They don't trust you. It feels like you may be a witch, okay? Or there's something about like your gifts and abilities that is unlike others. I got to tell you, if you don't resonate with being a witch, this particular, a witch, a magic worker, a light worker, something outside the norm, then this group may not resonate for you. Okay? Just flat out, okay? Now, this person feels, I gotta tell you, I feel like this person is extremely toxic. And compared, not now, group two had a pretty toxic situation, but this one feels actively toxic. Like their toxic situation feels like they kind of moved through this and it was kind of a lingering thing to a degree. Yours feels like this is an actively toxic person, okay, that is trying to get over on you with this trap energy. Tell me about the trap energy. We have King of Swords. Reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Tell me about this bitch. I don't like this bitch. I don't like this bitch. I'm hearing like the power of God. The power of God. We have the Eight of Cups here. Guide of the waters, can make storms and rough seas, causes men to die in 3 days of putrid wounds. Ooh, I'm hearing some really negative shit. Like if you're in the craft or you're magical, like they're wishing the or praying for, it's either this person is super religious and they're like praying for the wrath of God to come upon you and convict you of your sin, or this is another like witchy energy within your family who is actively casting against you. But it feels more like for most of you it's the former. It's like the the power of God to convict you. There's a whole saying about don't suffer a fill in the blank to live kind of thing. And it feels like that. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups, teaches philosophy and uses herbs, or heals all diseases and disorders, brings good familiars. For some of you, someone is wishing illness upon you. This is family, or someone who has felt like family. Okay. Listen, family can be some of your worst enemies. Okay, just because you're blood don't mean you're cool. Okay, so please keep that in mind. We think, oh, family. No, you've triggered this person, and you may have some kind of trauma bond, or there's some kind of trauma here with this person. But here's the thing: you're the oracle. Okay, you're the oracle. You're magical in some kind of way. Some of you guys are very highly attuned with certain god forms, or your path, or your pagan path, or your Nordic path, or your left-hand path. There's pathway working here. You are aware of this gossipy hater energy. You're also aware that you're highly favored. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you've set up some kind of warding or trap for this person where their energy can't really get to you. But they're definitely working. Like this reading is about like them actively working against you. They haven't stopped. Okay. Whatever magical protection you have against this family person, yes, it's protecting you, but it hasn't made this person fucking stop because they're stupid. I'm sorry, but because I feel like they've been hit with some stuff. Tell me about this. Because fighting is your forte. Like they have entered a realm with you that they are not prepared for. Okay? Because what you've done up till now is nothing. You have not really extended a lot of effort into this because they're your family. And no matter how hateful this bitch is, no matter how they try to get at you in whatever way this is, you've just lowballed this. You've been like, I'm not going to put much energy into this. I'm going to do some warding, or I'm going to do some clearing. I'm going to do something, whatever minor thing it is, like a return to sender, whatever. We're just going to, whatever it is, we're going to keep it, low energy, low impact. It hasn't stopped this person. Because they feel like with this Knight card, they feel like they are highly favored. And they're on a mission. Because they're triggered by you. For some of you, there's something you said or you've done. And they want to make you sorry. They want to make you sorry. And this is the Nosferatu card. There's parasitic parasitic energy here. Although, parasitic information, that's interesting. Oh, you guys, did you set out some kind, so for some of you, there's some kind of spirit or energy that you sent to kind of glean information from them, like get information from them. I feel like some of them tried to get information from you, like they sent some kind of spirit to you to try to like get information or gossip or something, and you did a return to sender. And now you're going to get information on them. That's funny. I'm sorry. That's so funny to me. Let's talk about it. Ten of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to start getting more information about them and what they're doing. Because they actually sent out some kind of spirit, parasitic energy, vampiric energy, feelers to kind of see what you were up to. Understands the tongue, the Ten of Pentacles, understands the tongue of animals, uncovers hidden treasures by magicians, reconciles friends and enemies. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. Teachers all liberal sciences, gives an account of souls that died in sin. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that, like, they're actively looking for information on you to use against you. And what they found was this black square. They were blocked. Now, I think for some of you, they picked up on some information that they thought was real juicy, but it was nothing. It was really nothing. It was almost like they made shit up or they exaggerated something, and they look kind of foolish. Okay, and the return to sender or whatever this is, because it feels like it's not exactly a return to sender. Okay, but I feel like now you're getting information. Like Spirit is going to be showing you things about what's going on. They'll give you signs indirectly about this Five of Pentacles situation. Yeah, backfire. I'm hearing backfire. It's backfiring. It's backfiring. Tell me about the backfire. The Knight of Cups. Ooh. Causes all the love that may be both of men and women. So they're backfiring. Some of you guys, they cast it on your relationship to get you to break up your relationships. It may be the family relationships to kind of fall apart, for people to start talking about you, people to start seeing, they think the truth of you, and when they see the truth of you, they're actually seeing the beauty of you, the magic of you, the wonder of you kind of thing. But they really, what their intent was for people to see like you and be triggered. And that's not what happened here. So it's really funny because this person's opinion of you, because you're the rebel, they think you're the outcast, you're the bad one, is totally, it's totally fucked up. It's almost like this person lives in kind of a dream world, right? Because I feel like you're very grounded. You're very down to earth. You have a very intense healing energy, and I think you really want to help people. But I feel like they download, tell people that like you're harmful, like you cast harmful spells, that you've hurt them in some way. Ooh. That's bullshit. So yeah, that made you angry, right? That makes you angry. It should. Because I feel like this person may be gunning for your reputation. And I'm being pulled to this loud card, and I feel like that's going to make me get loud. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like Spirit's bringing this forward within your family. For those of you who this resonates with, for you to get a little bit more aggressive with this. You're going to have to get more aggressive with this person. Let's pull some of these cards here. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this situation. What is needed here? What do we need to do with this person? Like, what's the advice here? Tell me more about this situation. I feel like you're highly favored right now. And you are protected. However, mirrored souls, twin flames. Tell me more about this mirrored souls situation. Tell me about the mirrored souls. Tangled, third parties. Tell me more. Abundance. Tell me more. Masculine energy. Okay, for some of you, this has to do with your relationship. It's your vibe. Like, they don't want these good things for you. Like, the more good things happen for you, the more they like pray against you or work against you. What they don't understand. Okay, some of you guys have something going on with your magic where the more someone like throws negative energy on you, the more it's like an engine for positivity. Okay. Some of you guys, your relationship is really sacred and they've cast it against that with this Knight of Cups. And what's happened is it has bounced back and it is splittering. It's breaking up their own relationship. Okay. With the third party, which they tried to do to you. It feels like for some of you, this may not be blood relation, but someone who felt like relation. It could be somebody in a coven as well. Someone's jealous of your partner. They want your partner. It feels weird. I just got to tell you, this part of the reading feels really weird. Okay, it feels inappropriate. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. So it feels weird. I hate it when it feels like this because it feels like someone who shouldn't really be having these feelings. It feels like someone crossing boundaries. We have fresh ideas, new dreams. There's so much good energy around you, and this person fucking hates it. They absolutely hate your good vibes. They hate how you just resonate this good energy. It doesn't mean that your life is just like so easy. But that's how this person perceives you. They see things going well for you and they can't stand it. The good vibes trigger the fuck out of this person. And they tell people that you're harmful, okay? But the truth is this person's harmful, okay? This person is hateful. They don't have good intentions. They want to be the star of the show. If they can't be the star of the show, then nobody gets to. But the problem is they picked the wrong one because fighting is your forte, okay? You're a born fighter. And you're not passive aggressive. Like when you come for somebody, you fucking come for them. So make sure you're ready. And I feel like Spirit is saying it's time. It's time for you to put this to bed. It's time for you to like let this bitch know. I don't play around. This has been going on too long. And for some of you guys, this is actual blood. This is your blood that is actually upset because things may be looking good. Maybe you're deeply in love for the first time in your life, and they're jealous and they hate the person you're with. And the thing is that they don't have to love the person you're with to death, but they have to respect your relationship. They should be happy that you're happy. At least you're happy. You know, how hard is it just to be happy that someone that they supposedly are supposed to love is happy? They found someone to be happy with, you know. Sometimes people have unrealistic expectations of how people should be in relationships. And, you know, if it sounds like a family member here has unrealistic expectations, okay? And it may have kept you away from people who were, you know, good for you. I feel like some of you guys have a knight of a twin flame who's a knight in your life, and they're judging this knight because they don't see the knight. They're just judging them. Some of them are literally praying to God to like come in and break this up because this is not a sacred bond kind of thing. It's so ugly. The answer is yes. Building tension. Whoever this is, whoever you're thinking of, the cards are saying yes. And there's tension building with you and this person. And you may have felt it. Like I said, you know, I feel like you've been playing this low. You've been trying not to like hurt someone but it's time for you to kind of like bare your teeth a little. It's time for you to kind of like show this energy what's up, because I don't feel like it's really gotten to you, but there's talk, there's gossip. And I feel like they're literally trying to like turn people's ear. And you don't need that negativity. You need to shut it down. I'm seeing a tongue. Some of you guys might be thinking about doing like a spell with like a cow's tongue or something like that for gossip. If you are, this is your validation from Spirit, okay? I'm going to get a couple more of these. You have got some really good cards going on here. We have spirit animal contact. Pay attention to the signs. Okay. I feel like for some of you, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your God forms, whatever you work with, have been trying to talk to you about this. They've been trying to say, hey, you've got someone who's sending you some negative bullshit, and you need to use your abilities to do whatever you do to take care of this. And I feel like some of you guys have been reluctant because this is family. This is someone who feels like family or is literally family. And the thing is, you have a divine right to protect you and yours, even from someone who is your blood. Okay? If someone's throwing nasty shit at you, you have a right to protect. And I got to tell you, when family throws shit at you, the kickback on that is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay. So I feel like this is spirit. And for some of you, Lilith is coming through with these owls very strongly. Like she's going to support whatever you do. Okay. I feel like what's coming to this person is going to be very severe. So let's get into that real quick. So whatever we do, the casting, whatever, return to center, however simple or complex it is, what is the outcome? I feel like Lilith's coming through. Okay, Dark Mother, what is the outcome? What is the outcome if we return or cast upon the, ooh, okay. We've got quite a few. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Wands, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. It was in reverse. Okay, you guys, I really feel like for you personally, I think you're going to get a lot of peace. I think peace is going to return in your life. If you've been feeling some chaos, like I said, I don't feel like they've made a direct hit. I think what they've done is they've kind of shaken your peace a little bit. So you may have been feeling like not as restful, not as at peace. You may have been having some doubts, you know. You may have been having a little bit of issues connecting with people, and you may have just felt a little off. It hasn't really made a super big impression, but I think after you cast, you'll be feeling more relaxed, more at peace. I think your connections will be much more joyful, and I feel like you will be able to be clear about your next movements, where you want to go, what you want to do. I also think you'll get a lot of clarity about who in your family, who around you is for you and who isn't. Okay. I also think with payment here, I feel like you are going to be with the Queen of Wands, you're going to really be in your energy. You're going to be shining. I think you're going to have a lot more energies drawn to you with this Three of Cups energy. I think people are going to notice your clarity more. It's going to be very positive for you. Okay. What is the outcome for them? What's the outcome for them, Dark Mother? Well, you know, it's all good for us. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So I'm reading these in the negative, and what I'm feeling is that I feel like there's going to be a lot of words said to them that are going to cut deep. And they're going to be truthful words. They're going to hear the truth about themselves delivered by people they really care about. Okay. And I feel like there's going to be a time in their life where luck is not going to be on their side. Okay. And I feel like family get-togethers with this Four of Wands, like events and things like that, are going to become very uncomfortable. There may be a situation at like a family gathering that kind of pops off with someone. There may be an argument or some kind of truth spoken to them that is unnerving. Okay. And it kind of sets off a chain reaction of like some bad luck here, because I'm reading all three of these in the negative. Okay. It's almost like they're going to be revealed for the truth of who they are, of what they've been doing. It could take time. I'm not saying it's going to happen right away, but it's almost like you doing whatever it is that you do is going to help you get into a place where you get some good karma, you get some good flow, you get to really be in your energy and vibing in your own higher frequency, and people get to see that, and they get reduced to the truth of themselves, literally, verbally, and also energetically. And people get to see the mess that they are, and their karma is returned to them for all the negativity that they've sent to you. So it really is kind of like justice. Okay, so maybe you guys are thinking about casting something with justice or karma. And if so, this is your validation of that. Let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group three, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word. Just take what resonates. We have TAWDJUSOVHL. We have the number 7. We have the number 5. We have 3. So 7, 5, 3 may have some special significance for you. So watch out for those numbers. Now, my little clothespin fell apart, you guys. So I feel like there is a breaking of something here. A breaking of, some of you guys have been hexed, or they've tried to hex you or curse you or something, and that's going to be broken by whatever you cast. Okay, this is just for those of you who that hits, that's for you. Okay. But make sure, use your discernment here, okay? If it's for you, it's for you. Don't force it. We have 3s here again. So 33 is a number of alignment for you guys. We also had 3s in the cards here. We had 3 of cups, and we had 3 of swords. Not 3 of swords, 3 of cups and 3 of wands. And we had 4 here twice. So 44 could also, 3s and 4s are going to be numbers of alignment for you guys. Also, go look those numbers up, okay? The angel numbers, 33 and 44. We have a couple of drinks here as well. Some of you guys, just generally speaking, your guides want you to take some downtime. You've been working too hard, okay? And you need some rest for sure, okay? You need some rest. And I'm feeling like this person really, with the skeleton here, I feel like this person's really out for you. And I feel like you have, it's almost like you've been so busy. It's not that you've been ignoring spirit and the hit you're getting. It's just like, I'm so busy. I don't have time to deal with this person. But you don't realize that even though it hasn't made a direct hit, like the intentions they've set for this work hasn't really hit you. It has affected you somewhat. So just minorly, and with all the stress you're under, it's starting to take more of an effect than you would like. So it's just time to clear that shit out, okay? We have a lion here. You might be a Leo. I feel like once you do this and clear this energy out, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel more like yourself, okay? Also, rest, 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 rest. We have a camera here. Maybe you guys are online or something like that. If you are and you have a platform, this again is another validation for you. If this is for you, that you need to rest, you need to take some downtime. There's a lot of growth. I feel like you guys have grown so much you don't really realize it. We have a spider here, and I'm feeling like we have 2 spiders. Okay, I'm feeling like the universe is weaving something. Your guides, whatever, they're weaving something very special for you. But energetically, it can't really manifest if you're drained, if you're super tired. So that's why you need to rest, because there's something coming, but it can't really come in if you're exhausted. Okay, because I feel like for some of you, it will inspire you to work more, or you're going to get some kind of inspiration, or you're going to be very inspired to work. It's going to come in like a wave, and you need to be rested up for that. So take this time to kind of like rest, all right? Resting is important. We have, and after all this time, always, after all this time, I feel like, and this is kind of separate from this reading, but I feel like you guys, with the rosy cross here, I feel like you guys have had a lot of faith. and you've really been pushing, probably for the last year. And this situation that's been going on, I feel like I said, you've been kind of like low, it's been low priority. And you don't realize that now it is kind of affecting you. But like I said, not as the intentions were set out. And now is the time for you to kind of clear this off your energetic table, and allow the universe to kind of return the scales to order, okay, and rest. And you will find your vitality returns, and your inspiration returns. There's some kind of payoff coming for your faith in yourself, for your faith in your journey and your path. Um, and many times when we're working very hard on something and we're keeping the faith, we get so focused that we forget that there are gifts along the way. And group two had a gift coming, and I feel like you have a gift coming too. Although I don't feel like they really want to talk about it. They're not really telling me, is it money? Is it love? Is it whatever? They're just kind of like leaving it up in the air. So they don't really want to say specifically what it is. But there's definitely something good. And I feel it's sweet. It's going to be very sweet and probably completely unexpected, because I feel like you have intense focus, and you're very driven. So when you get into whatever you're doing, you're so focused on that when it comes through, it'll be like, ah, wow. I can't believe it. It'll, even though you're working on it, you'll still probably be shocked by it. All right. So, all right, guys, that's what I got for you, group three. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies next time. Bye, guys.